What's up, guys? So the footage you're about to see is from my stream that was taken the day I got back from Florida. So the majority of this video is going to be that. But before I get into that, there's just some things I have to clear up, because since that stream I've seen a bunch of dumb shit. And just to clear up that stuff that I didn't go over in this video so we can get through it. And before we begin, if you're like expecting salt and anger and whatever the fuck from CEO, sorry, you're not going to get that here. So either watch the video and enjoy it or go somewhere else. So first up, there's this comment, and I've actually seen like this same guy post this like exact same comment on like multiple videos. First off, that's not what I said in my stream, because the only time I mentioned me being cold was in my stream. So this guy clearly watched my stream and listened to like 20% of what I said, and then decided that, okay, this is what he said. So in case I didn't elaborate later on in the stream footage, what I essentially said was I walked in at 10 a.m, the time they told everyone to get in for. My match was on the D side of the bracket, which is the last game, so I did not expect to be first on stream. I walked in, the moment I got through the door, they told me to go and play on stream. So yes, I was cold, I said that, but I also mentioned how bad I played as well in the game. So yeah, that's what I said. I mean, I said more than I am just cold. Obviously this guy is trying to like create the narrative that KOS is making excuses, blah 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 blah. But yeah, no, that's not what I said. And then I also can like use this point as well to compound it with this comment as well. I didn't run to Twitter to go and like make excuses as well, because the majority of my run at CEO was off stream. I tweeted after like every game, so it wasn't like this was a one-off. But obviously the people that don't like me will create their narratives and be like, yeah, he's crying and blah blah blah, and you know, he's making excuses, the elitist, blah blah blah. And this wasn't an eye roll. I was just thinking something that I guess the people that hate me don't do that a lot, so they didn't realize what it was. I was considering going to an infinite because I was dying at the wall a lot, but I knew my movement was sloppy, so I didn't really know what to do. So I just took a split second to think about that. Ended up going to Island Paradise. Also, I wasn't like scared of uploading or making this video. I don't know why people were saying that. I actually hadn't had to stay an extra day in Florida because I couldn't get on my flight on Monday. So I ended up staying an extra night, getting on the flight Tuesday evening, getting back Wednesday morning, and I was tired as shit. So that's why I wasn't editing or making any videos. And even if that didn't happen, with how much I've been traveling over like the past 2 months, I kind of deserve a break anyway. So weird to make assumptions about that. And yeah, I think that's everything for the most part cleared up. I don't know even why I did this part of the video anyway, because the people that like believe these things aren't going to like listen to me when I explain this. So, you know, I guess I don't even know who this is for at this point. But yeah, that's all from me in the present. I'm now going to hand you over to the stream footage where I spoke about CEO with my chat. And Dear Kazuya Players is coming either at the end of this week or the start of next week. So keep your eye out for that one. That's going to be a great one. Thank you, Kazuya Players, for providing so much entertainment in my comment section, and you guys are going to make one hell of a video. Also, in one final thing before I hand you over to the stream footage, I know there are people who are disappointed that I lost, and people that want me to win and are upset about that. Please do not use that as an opportunity to bash the people that beat me, especially Kaiser. I've been seeing a lot of Kaiser hate recently, and just like, my only thing to say to you guys is shut the fuck up, let him enjoy his fucking win, you fucking losers. Anyway, I suppose BT with shade, thanks to follow. I suppose there are some things people are gonna want to, guys, I'm just gonna say it now. If you have all your CEO questions, please get them out of the way now. Just ask them now. Just ask them now, guys. All the CEO questions, this is the time for you guys to talk about it, because when are we banning Genghis? We're gonna unmod him when he turns up. Shit. Do you fight everyone in casual? So is Kaiser good? Let's talk about Kaiser. I guess I'll explain what happened in the Kaiser game. So yeah, so the day before, what do you call it? The day before the top 24, I guess, top 24 to top 8. And they said, congratulations, K-Wish, you're through to the next day. Get here, everyone's getting in at 10 a.m, right? And I was like, okay, 10 a.m, cool. And if you look to the bracket, I'll show you guys the bracket now. So yeah, if you look at the bracket, our game was the last game. And in every chat, I've been in hundreds of tournaments. Maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe it's not. I've been in a billion tournaments. That's definitely not an exaggeration. Every tournament I've been into, that never means you will be the first game on stream. Never. When I'm on being in that D game, I was expected to be the last game, or at least definitely not the first. That's the thing. So I get in at 10. They see me as I walk in, and they go straight up, you guys are on stream right now. I hadn't warmed up. I hadn't sat down. I hadn't done anything. And I'm straight up on the stream. And I was like, what? Like I literally had no idea I'd be playing the moment I walked in. I think it's very clear to see I was cold if you watch the game. I wasn't breaking throws. I blocked a hell sweep and I didn't launch. So many things were going wrong. Very simple. So then that happened. I lost the game. And the annoying thing is, it's like people are like, yo, you got bodied, you got destroyed, you blah blah. And I think anyone with a brain can see that's not what happened. I think anyone with a brain can see that is literally not what happened in the game, right? And then people also like, oh, like Kaiser's better than K-Wiz, Kaiser over K-Wiz, but it's like we'd already played in Vegas. I beat him 2-0, but it's the fact that this is the one that's on stream. This is the one with the thousands of viewers, and then this is the one where people are going to be like, yeah, like this is the one people saw, right? So the revisionist history will turn into, you know, K-Wiz got freed up, blah blah blah. Broken Cells, thank you for the follow. So yeah, the main thing, I really don't want to watch the games back right now. It means the order. The order of stream matches is normally the order that it is shown in the bracket. That's the thing. Because I think people are getting a bit too overexcited about the game, you know? But there's one very crucial moment that shows you that but besides here's the thing, besides besides that, it's very obvious I was cold watching the game. I wasn't whiff punishing. The amount of excuses you make. I knew I'd get people like this in my chat today.
1, 2, 3,
we don't ban him, guys.
Smile.
He's obviously here to be annoying. We'll see if he has anything more to say, anything of substance. So this is the moment that very clearly yeah.
Now take this damage on the wall. You got one more chance.
You make an excuse every time you lose. It's never I got outplayed. You're saying this is me getting outplayed. This was at the wall, right? This is me being outplayed, by the way, according to this man. But yeah, and I think once I lost that game, once I lost that round, my mental was shot. My mental was completely shot. And in that final round, I started panicking, you know. It was just very clear to see that like he should have gotten counter hit because of the wall of axis. It worked. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I genuinely don't know why that happened. It was unfortunate, to say the least. And I think once I had lost that game, I felt terrible. Because I knew most likely that I would have to play Super Kuma to get into top 8. That was what I was thinking at the time. Kiki, thank you for the follow. Sorry we didn't get to talk much when I was out there, but I was not feeling my best on the last day, we'll say. So yeah, I was thinking to myself, oh fuck. I was in a situation where I was like, okay, I've now what I have done is I have put in a situation where 2 European players have to play for top 8. That is what I have done, and I felt terrible. I felt absolutely terrible about that. And I was just like, fuck. Like, I did this. I did this. I felt awful. You know, I didn't know what to do. And then I saw Genghis Stone beat Super Kuma. And for some reason, I felt even worse. I had no idea. I felt even worse. Like I felt, because I was clearly having a bad day. It was like, I think I tweeted this. It was the worst day of my life to have an off day. The worst day of my life to have an off day. And I was thinking to myself before I was playing Genghis Stone, like, because I rate Genghis, don't get me wrong. I buy well, thanks to follow. Like, I rate Genghis. I know he's a good player. We were playing casuals on the Friday or Saturday, I think. And obviously, like, I've seen him play before in tournaments, so I know he's good. And the first thing I thought to myself is, I could lose to Genghis on a good day. And I'm not having a good day right now. And then, if you watch the game, I just froze. I played terrible against Genghis. I pushed every button at the wrong time. I was shaky. I wasn't moving around Harrier, and he was just full steam. He played so well. He played so well. He deserved his spot in top 8. He definitely deserved his spot. And if anyone doubted it, he beat Shadow the next game. So I want to hear any Genghis Stone shit talk in this chat. As much as we're gonna unmod him today for what he did back then, he deserved his spot. Am I good with a cat matchup on a normal day? Yes. I know exactly what to do against cat on a normal day, but I wasn't doing it. You know, yeah, he just played so well. Puppy will thanks for follow. And I made a huge mistake by switching to Liddy in the second game. I made a huge mistake because he no-round browned me the first game, but every round was close and really came down to a clutch decision made by him rather than anything, right? It was more down to a clutch decision made by him in the closing moments of rounds, and he no-round browned me. He didn't delete my Hwarang, but I was just like, it felt like it at the time. That's the thing. People really don't understand what a big role mental plays in Tekken. And the worst thing as well is, like, Genghis had like a squad right behind me with the most obnoxious screaming I've ever heard in my life for every tiny thing that he did. And like, I'm not blaming him. That's not his fault. He's not supposed to turn around and be like, guys, can you chill, man? You're freaking okay with it. But it was like, they're literally right, like, as you guys see the GT Omega logo, like, that's basically where they were. Where they were to me, and just screaming for every tiny thing. And then I could hear it very vividly. Every tiny thing he's doing, I could hear it. And I was just like, fuck. Like, everything went wrong for me. Mans was desperate. Yeah, you were definitely listening to what I was saying. Yeah, that's why I went to Lydia. Lucas Ardy, thank you for the follow. Were you tired because of the long flight? What? In tournament? No. And thank you for the host, Ardy. Is there any Pakistani players? Yeah, I played Farzine. Callum, thank you for the 27 months, and Chief Mark, thanks to the follow. I got to play Farzine on Saturday night. On Saturday night, I was hanging out with Anakin, Cuddle, Shadow, Trungi, Jackie Tran, and the Pakistanis. And then because that was the day before top 24. So I was scheduled to play Kaiser, and if I won Arslan, if Arslan or Shadow. So I wasn't going to play Arslan there. I wasn't going to play Shadow. I wasn't going to play Anakin. I wasn't playing anyone before then. But then Arslan's like, oh, why don't you just play Farzine then? Okay, I played Farzine. And I think if I played Farzine in tournament, I'd beat him. I think playing against him in the casuals there, I knew exactly what I'd have to do to beat him in tournament. He's very aggressive, but it comes back to bite him a lot. Like, a lot. I think with him, his Akuma is the most aggressive I've ever played. More aggressive than Super Akuma, more aggressive than a Weiss. And I think if I played Farzine in tournament, I could exploit that very well. Yeah, but that's the thing as well. And then after I lost, I felt terrible. Especially after losing to Kaiser, I felt awful. Because I think there was just so much pressure on me. There was an unbelievable amount of pressure on me when it got to that day. And then when Kaiser started winning after I won the first game, he started winning the second game, I felt just a wave of it come over me. Just an absolute wave of it. Like, he can win this. I have to, and I got sloppy. I blocked hell sweeps. I didn't launch. I wasn't breaking throws. Huge whiff opportunities that I didn't. And it was very, like, I think it's very clear to see, like, if you watched me play on Saturday and then watch me play on Sunday, you could literally see it was just two different players. You could see it was two different players, you know. My game versus Ace Unlimited versus my games against Kaiser and Genghis, two different players. 2 different players. What he gotta do is launch. I mean, sync. I wasn't doing anything well. I wasn't doing anything. It wasn't just like the down. I wasn't doing anything well. Block sweeps. I didn't launch. He whiffed hop kicks in my face. I didn't launch. He did down for 1 into hop kick and I got hit by it. It was just shit like that, and I was just dying. You know, I wasn't playing well. It was that simple. And then when Super Kuma lost to Genghis, the pressure just went up times 10 because it was like, I am the only European left. Like like I'm the only European left. I can't lose this. But I played like shit. And Genghis just was on his, I don't know, I feel like someone owed him money at this event because he was just playing like a beast, man. I can't take anything away from him, honestly. So, and then obviously like Twitter just blew up, man. Twitter just blew up. So much shit talk. It was like Twitter, Twitch chat. The shit talk was just ridiculous. Marples, thank you for the 22 months. Don't read the message, please.
Happy 22 months, Daddy.
Okay, you're gonna read the message. But then something I realized when looking through a lot of the messages, as for the Twitter ones as well, was one thing that came, a few things. There were 2 main things that came to mind. The first one was all these guys talking shit are some shit players, you know. Like I was looking through the list, I was like, hold on a second, these are the people trying to throw smoke at me. Like what? Like wait a second, excuse me. Like I was looking, I was like, what the fuck, these are the guys talking shit. So I was like, yeah, there's no way. Because one thing I've noticed is like the top American players, like they understand that EU is not free. These guys are smart. The guys that have actually been here don't talk shit. I mean, even Kaiser and Genghis were out here just like, it's all respect and love, you know what I mean? That type of thing. Like they went out here throwing Kaiser's Tekken, Kaiser's fucking prefix is the most accurate thing I've ever seen in my life. Like this guy is just a Tekken enjoyer, bro. Just a Tekken enjoyer. Like seriously. Like that's the most annoying thing about him, is you can't hate the guy. He's just such a nice guy. Regardless of how he plays, you want to hate him and punch him in the face, and he just turns and just such a nice fucking guy. Like, fuck you, man. But then and then the next thing was also all these guys that are talking shit would never do what I did. They would never do what I did. They would never travel as far as I did, or anything close to that. Compete in such a hostile environment and do it anywhere near as well as I did, ever. When I say ever, I mean ever. That's not happening. And then you want to know the best part, chat? So I messaged, because throughout the weekend, people like Bode and like Genius, these guys were messaging me just saying keep it up, you're doing well, blah blah blah. And like, you know, it was great to have this, like that felt great having like these players support and shit like that. That was amazing. And I obviously, after I lost and I was out, I felt terrible. I was just apologizing to people. Also, I was just Twitch chat. No, I'm talking like literally in the fucking venue, people screaming behind me. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Nice trying to flip that on me though. I've dealt with Twitch chat for years now. That's not what I was talking about. Anyway, Mr. 420, you're such a cool guy. Anyway, and then I messaged, so I was just like messaged a bunch of people like, I'm sorry, I did my best, blah 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 blah. And when I messaged Chicken Maru, I said, do you know, I'm sorry, I failed, didn't do my best out there. And then he said no, I'm sorry that we were not there. I'm sorry that we were not there to support you, but don't worry, next time. All I'm saying is, guys, we'll hold this L for now, don't get me wrong. Like, it wasn't our best performance. We sent 3 players out, 2 top 16. I'm just saying the next time I won't be alone. The next time I will not be alone, and I can guarantee that we're not gonna see similar results if I'm not gonna learn. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for representing us Europeans. I did my best. Actually, no, I didn't. Let's be honest. On the second day, I didn't do my best. Let's be honest. I played like shit. Especially when Super Cream got knocked out, I was like, oh, I'm representing Europe now. Greg, thank you for the follow. So yeah, that's all I can say on that. Is like, the next time I will not be alone. Maybe when a combo breaker comes back, who knows what happens? Well, maybe the next CEO, because I think that's something that really would have helped me out. Is just because that's the thing. After I lost to Kaiser, I had no idea how to mental reset. I had no idea. Oh, there's Genghis Stone. Wait. All right, there we go. Anyway. No, I'm kidding. Let me give him his sword back as well. Let me give him his sword back. I was waiting for you, bitch. Anyway, let me give him his sword back. Wait, is he still banned? Lucas, you banned him. What the fuck? I just unbanned him. Fuck off. No, he will not stay banned. He played well. He had a great weekend. He deserved his top 8 spot. He will remain unbanned. Why is Raccoon here actually? What the fuck? Who let the fucking raccoon in here? What the fuck? K-Wish been to America once, now he's shooting everybody. Wait, who did I ban again? Raccoon? Is he unbanned yet? No, let me unban him. But like, all we could do now is just we hold this alpha now. We just hold this alpha now. And the next time we travel, it's going to be K-Wish, it's going to be Chicken Mario, it's going to be Gosane, it's going to be Sync, it's going to be Joker. And that's just from the UK. That's just from the UK. You know, Super will be coming back with a vengeance. Doug might come out of retirement. He's not really retired. Doug and Kalak might be coming. Bring a Kuiper. I mean, I feel like it's very funny that people have turned around to say like, yes, this has proved EU is free. When we sent 3 players, only one of the players we sent is in our top 10. And the other 2 got like top 32 or something like that. I got 60. I don't know where Shadow finished. So it's very simple. We will hold this alpha now, guys. Like, yes, we lost this one. We played bad. Maybe they should come to EU. They'll never come to EU. They will never, ever, 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 ever come. Especially all the guys that talk shit. They're never going to come to EU. So we have to force ourselves to go out there. You put yourself in EU top 10? No, I was talking about Super Kuma. But nice. Nice. There are so many people trying to fucking do some gotchas on me today. There are so many people out here just trying to catch me. What the hell? What the hell? I mean, I guess this is the thing, right? Like, what? I had a very public L in it, so people are gonna be here to try and instigate and start talk shit. What the fuck? Preying on your downfall? Exactly. People out here preying on my downfall, man. Suffering from success. I hope you're able to rest. I do need to take some kind of extended Tekken break. I don't know. But yeah, I just had a very bad day. Like I have been all over the place. I need a break. I think me and Supercom are both burnt out. We've traveled the exact same the past 3 weeks, and Supercom's performance has gotten worse and worse over these past. That's one thing to keep in mind. Supercom at Kumite, he finished 4th. You know, he beat JDCR, doing well against these players. Did all right against Gen, but Gen's a crackhead, so whatever happens there. And then Poland, he finishes 3rd, and then at CEO, he finishes 13th. His performance had been getting worse and worse, so he's started. You know, he's not even going to Paris this weekend, and I don't blame him. Is the whole E representation thing a response to shit talking? Yeah, because people, like, especially Americans, just like E. It's the thing is, when I say Americans as well, it's not like the top American. I've said this before. It's not like the good American players are saying anything. It is these shit guys, and they're just like, EU's free, Twitch chat, my comments, other comments, fucking Twitter, DMs, everywhere, all over the place. Shut up, Dylan. Then when we were just like, look at what we're doing, and we had a chance, and then they never travel either. You talk about European players, we have to travel to get any kind of recognition. People like, there are people who turn around just like, EU players, was it people say shit like, oh, you, I saw one comment that was like, I'm talking about the shit talk. Oh yeah, I mean, I mentioned that earlier. You're like, they don't fucking travel. But what was it? I saw one comment that was something like, NA is better than EU because NA has better results at EU. Sorry, at Evo, Combo Breaker, CEO, etc, 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 etc. Right? I was just like, what? What does that mean? Of course, we do not do as well in American events because. And then, like, when Superguma wins in a European major with international talent, I mean, SpeedKicks was there in top 8. Chicorin, Cherry Mango, Low High, that doesn't mean as much. If Supergama had that exact same performance, it beat the exact same players, but it was at Combo Breaker instead, then people would be like, okay, maybe EU is good. But it's just this whole, it's just annoying to deal with, honestly. We went to get some match with Arsa and Anakin and Book. I didn't get to play, and me and Anakin didn't play because the one time we got a chance to was Saturday night when I was at his room, but we weren't gonna, I wasn't gonna play him or Shadow because there was a chance we could have played if we got into top 8, so I just like avoided, and Arson as well, but I played Farzine. I played Book a lot at Kumite as well though, so honestly chat, here's the thing that actually is really annoying for me, I have to say. Had I beaten Kaiser, I had a very good chance at top 4 at CEO. So if I play, so let's pretend I'm Kaiser for a second. Had I beaten Kaiser, I'd be playing Arslan. Arslan was actually scared of me going into the event. I wouldn't say scared, but he was worried about me. He actually mentioned it to me as well. Like, you're the guy that a lot of us are kind of like looking at and worried about. So had I won, it would have been Arslan. There's like a 80% chance he wins, but I have this mentality that any player should have, is like I can beat anyone in the first or 2. So I was like, I could have won that game, but it's likely I do not. But given the chance, you don't know. You don't know until you swing the bat. So then play that game. Actually, I was going to play Lydia against Arslan. I had a game plan against Arslan going into it. I actually spoke to Arslan. Actually, I don't know who I was going to play because I was trying to psych him up before. I was like, oh, we play on most likely going to play Lydia. I think she's good against Safina, and he agreed. I think Lydia is pretty good against Safina. I think she has the tools. Like 1-3 into Scarecrow, 1+2, you parry that, you can launch. Down 3, you can punish with while sending 1-4. There's a lot you can do. One Dua, thanks to There's a lot you can do against character. So I was probably going to play Lydia, and if that didn't work, I'd then switch to Hwarang and just play a very annoying. I had a game plan ready for Arsenal. But if I lost that, it'd be Book. I played Book in Vegas. In casuals, we played for a long time, and I definitely had what it took to beat Book. I definitely knew how to beat Book. I think that was a game I could have won. And then Fake Khan. Khan was looking very beatable to me. He was doing a lot of core circle back 2 with Geese. He was doing a lot of stuff that I just beat all the time against Geese. I think that was a game I could have taken. And then against Anakin, I mean, I believe I can beat anyone. I believe I can beat Anakin. So, like, when we played, it was online. There were a few things I noticed that I was ready to exploit. And then back against Arsenal again, who knows what happens. But it was there was a potential top 4 on the cards for me here. I think Book or Farzine. If I had to be either of those 2, I could have won that. Going into Khan, I don't know. I always knew what to do against Geese. Anakin. I mean, Anakin. Bro. Anakin. But Anakin, when he played that second time against Arslan, he's a monster. He's a monster, honestly. I can still beat him though. I can beat anyone. I think it's very important to me I can beat anyone in the first 2.